And this evening, we're also privileged to worship together with one of the great and wonderful man I know who loves Africa and support African affairs, religion, and more especially, he loves God. And he is also a businessman, a politician, a family man. And tonight he is with us. I'd like to recognize your presence. This is a wonderful man, Floyd Shivambo, all the way from South Africa. Allow me just to ask you to wave the church. Thank you for being here and praying together. We had a wonderful, fruitful conversations area to discuss different affairs and different things. You know, we have people who have different ideologies in different things. We have people who believe if you're a white person, you are an investor. And if you're a black person, you are corrupt. Men like Floyd believe in supporting Africans, encouraging people who are doing well, supporting them. And I'm so happy to have wonderful men like him in South Africa and in Africa.
So most of us are familiar with the saying that goes that birds of the same feather, they flock together. And when you see in that video, self-proclaimed prophet Bushiri welcoming Floyd Shivambo in his church in Malawi. And knowing that Bushiri is a wanted fugitive in South Africa, he broke the law and he didn't honor his bail condition and he took off. And I'm surprised by Floyd Shivambo's attitude when it comes to this particular issue. Knowing what Bushiri has done in South Africa, knowing how Bushiri escaped in South Africa, and knowing what Bushiri has been accused of, I'm surprised that Floyd Shivambo went in to go and visit with Bushiri. And you can see, as you know, Bushiri is explaining there that they've had fruitful conversations. He calls Floyd Shivambo a man of God, and he calls Floyd Shivambo a businessman, a politician, all these things. He's just showering him with praises there. And I'm surprised with Floyd Shivambo's wanting to be associated with a wanted fugitive like Bushiri. And not only for his own reputation for that matter, but also the reputation of the party that he represents. That Floyd, he holds one of the highest positions in the MKP. And by him associating with somebody like Bushiri, a wanted fugitive, that will have an implication towards the MKP, I believe. Or perhaps it doesn't matter. Or perhaps in the MKP it doesn't matter. I've done a video previously of why does the MKP attract people with questionable characters and all of that, you know? Starting from their president, who's in court for the arms deal, their deputy president, who was the first judge to be impeached, Floyd Shivambo, VBS, accused of VBS and all that, Brian Molefe, state captured, ESCOM and all those things, Busisi Mkhwebane, first public protector to be impeached and all of that. Like, it seems that there is some sort of there's some sort of thing that attracts those type of characters to the MKP, you know, recycled people from the ANC particularly, and they just come to the MKP, and for some reason people want to act as if these people, because now they're in the MKP, they're sanitized, they're good people and all that. So I'm not surprised perhaps why Floyd is not able to read the room. This is the person who abused South Africans, Bushiri, who defrauded a lot of South Africans, you know, and here's Floyd sitting there smiling, waving, as this man is welcoming him into his church. And so that's not a surprise in a way that doesn't see that his association with this a fugitive that is Bushiri, that how wrong it is. and how are South Africans supposed to look at Floyd? How South Africans supposed to react to what Floyd is doing? And he can just simply say, no, I was just there at church, and that's it, and all of that. But still, why would you want to be in a church of a wanted fugitive? You know, and Bushiri has made it clear that he doesn't want to come back to South Africa and come and account for what he has done. He went out of the country unlawfully, so using criminal means for him to cross the border. So there's no way that he didn't bribe people, he snuck out of the country in an illegal way and all of that. So, but there's Floyd sitting there, smiling, waving, being welcomed, being told that he's an amazing person, and Bushiri calls himself an investor. That whenever a black person does business and whatever, something along those lines, that he's called a criminal. But if a white man does it, he's called an investor and all of that. He's playing race-based politics, and yeah, I suppose he can fool those that are gullible. But he's not fooling most of us. We know that this man, very likely, he is a criminal. Hence, he doesn't want to stand trial. So, but there's Floyd there. Reputation doesn't matter. MKP's reputation doesn't matter. He wants to be associated. So, I suppose the saying is befitting here. Birds of the same feathers, they flock together. So, Floyd is now friends with Bushiri. Contrast that with what the former member of the EFF, Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, when he was in Malawi, he called him out that, hey, there's one of you guys here who's needed in South Africa to come and account. Should not be stealing from the poor, should not be stealing from the church, should not be stealing from black people, you know, the vulnerable and all those type of things. And I want us to check out this clip by Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi just now. But let me know what you think about this. Perhaps I'm overreacting to this thing, but I think this is in bad taste. It shows that this man cannot read the room. He's not as astute as he's supposed to be, and I don't think he's ready for leadership. So let me know what you think. Please be so kind and subscribe, like the video, and let's check out this video by Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi.
Some of them are rich out of tithes and offerings. There is someone here in Malawi who is wanted in South Africa. I'm going to ask the minister to help me go past that house of that person and just tell him there are questions for you there in South Africa that you must come answer. Whether you are a pastor or a politician, you don't have the right to steal from the poor. Not in the name of God, not in the name of our people.